Hey friends! Today we're going to take a look at what happened with our budget for the first half of the month. So we budgeted for a combined income of $3,224, and we actually brought in a total of $3,382, of which $3,334 of those dollars was our combined income. 28 came from Etsy, and then we had, I think it was $20 that was in a Christmas card. So I put other there, and so that's how we got that total. Expense wise, we ended up with $1,923.08, which means we have $1,458.92 to divide between our envelopes and our sinking funds. So envelope wise, groceries we came in under. We only spent $294. Gas, we're under there too. We spent $128.61. So I am going to roll that amount over. So that means $71.39 will roll over to the second half of the month. Self-care, we had a lot of extra expenses for this time around because my son had an awesome opportunity come up. So we had an extra haircut in there. So we actually ended up spending $100 instead of staying with that $80. And I'll mark that one. Let's see. Fun-wise, we went over as well. We budgeted for $20. We spent $111.76. For the dog, we've only spent $18, so we have a rollover of $47 there. Sundries, we've spent $31, so we have a rollover of $29. And then dining out, ooh, we did bad. Like I said, we had some unexpected things come up. We'll have to pull from our buffer for that. Let's see. So we budgeted to spend just $750 on our envelopes, and including our rollover, we actually were at $1,076.49. As far as our sinking funds, we planned on adding $453 to those. We actually added $501, and so that left us in the red $118.57, which had to come out of our buffer. So where we brought in more, it actually ended up not being as bad as it seemed, even though we had that huge number for dining out. So $118.57, and then let's see. So once I added all that up, our total then for everything was $3,557. Let's see. So after the $118.57 is pulled from our buffer, we should have $281.43, and somewhere in there it wasn't perfect, so I messed up somewhere, and we're like $11 off because we actually have $293.14 still remaining in the bank. So this $293 plus the $147 for our other envelopes that are rolling over is what we'll be starting the beginning of the second half of the month with. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing. So then let's go ahead and budget for the second half. So we are expecting at least $17.56. All right, so let's pull that page out. I love being able to do that. All right, so we budget $40 for my education association fees. We budget $587 for loan 2, $100 for loan 3. For Sling, we budget $55. For Apple, $4. For our water bill, $50. For, let's see, credit card, $209, and for phone, $245. So then all of that comes to a total of $12.90. Okay, so then the only envelopes that we fill the second half of the month are groceries, and so we add another $300 to groceries. Let's see, and then gas stays in the bank. So remember, we have that $71.39 rollover. So total for gas for the second half of the month, we have $179.31. I just said that completely backwards. Goodness gracious. Let me try that one more time. How about $171.39? Okay, So then that leaves, let's see, I'm missing one. Oh, I'm missing more than one. So then our dog, remember, he had a rollover of 47, and then we have our sundries category, which covers anything that's not groceries. We still had 29 left there. So there we go. Now that makes sense. So then that brings us to all right, so that total then is 547.39. We have one challenge that we're going to worry about adding to, because that's really all we have left. And so that's that 2024 and 2024, which we're going to be using towards our vacation. And so we're planning on adding 66 to it. So then that would be 66 down here. And guys, I didn't even catch myself. Let me go over here and add this, because I need to add that rollover. So our rollover, we have 147, and then let's see, our buffer, which we have 293. So then let me get all these totals. So total income, we're planning on 2196, and that 2196, if we take away this 1290, okay, so that leaves 906, which I'll put up here. 906 minus our 547 leaves 358. So and let's see, our 358.61. All right, and minus the 66 leaves 292.61, and that is our buffer, and it's a few cents off just because I made these whole numbers instead of worrying about the change. I should have did the same thing here with the gas, but I didn't, but that's okay. So yeah, but our buffer would still have its 292, and really, let's do this, because I don't like the little change. Let's leave that like that, and I'll change both of these. So this would be 359. Thank goodness for erasable pen. Okay, so 359, and then 359 would be down here, and so then this would be 293, which is what we're starting with in our buffer. Okay, so that is it. So we have accounted for all of our dollars, and so we're ready for the second half of this month, guys. So thanks for budgeting with me today, and I'll see you next time.